Sunday is a day of rest and worship. But there have been a few misconceptions that have crept into our culture over the years that can make it a little stressful. So what are these misconceptions and how do we avoid them? My name is Katie from LDS Living, and here are 7 myths that keep the Sabbath from being a day of rest. Myth number 7, we need to feel the Spirit powerfully every week. Just because we don't receive outpourings from above the second we walk through the chapel doors doesn't mean there's something wrong with us. The Spirit speaks to us at different times and in different places and in many, many different ways. However you feel the Spirit, don't stress if it doesn't come during the 3-hour block. It'll come. Myth number 6, we need to have a big family meal every Sunday. While having a big meal as a family can bring everybody together, the focus should be on strengthening relationships, not on the big elaborate production. Of course, if having a big elaborate meal is how your family spends time together, go for it. Do whatever works for your family. Just make sure that you're focused on the Savior and feeling the peace on the Sabbath day. Myth number 5, we need to spend even more time on our callings. I know, we're supposed to work on magnifying our callings, but magnifying doesn't necessarily mean spending loads of time. Sometimes magnifying means simplifying your calling and spending more time with your family while still meeting the needs of your calling. Myth number 4, every talk or lesson that we give needs to answer a bunch of prayers. Giving a talk or a lesson can be a huge challenge, but not every lesson or talk needs to be perfect. We need to remember that we're asked to teach in the Savior's way, which means teaching by the Spirit. Sure, we might say something that would answer someone's question, but try not to let the anxiety and weight of that crush your Sabbath focus. Myth number 3, we should always be on time for church no matter what. Sure, we're encouraged to arrive at church 5 minutes early so that we can feel the Spirit and we don't feel rushed, but it's more important to arrive with a broken heart and a contrite spirit. Not every Sabbath morning goes to plan, especially with kids involved. The most important thing is that you and your family arrive and partake of the sacrament, even if you're a few minutes late. Myth number 2, we should focus on avoiding all the don'ts on Sundays. The Sabbath is more than just a day about focusing on the do's and don'ts. There are plenty of things that you can do on the Sabbath day. As a general rule, try to stay close to the Spirit and do things that you feel will strengthen your relationship with God and your family. And myth number 1, we should come away from every lesson with something more we can do or be. Sacrament meeting talks or lessons often encourage us to do more and be better. Whenever you feel inspired by the Spirit to make a change, do it. But often anxiety that we're not doing enough or we're not good enough can creep in and ruin our Sabbath. We need to remember that the church is a gathering of imperfect people just like you and me. God is eternally patient and loving, so stop turning inward and turn heavenward when you feel overwhelmed at church. And that's our list. What did you think? Tell us in the comments below, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. I'm Katie from LDS Living, and we'll see you soon.